Hi, welcome back. Here's Spec, my assistant. I'm the Impassioned Caregiver, and here's the adorable assistant. So, in this caregiving vlog, so far you've learned about my illness, my husband's, and experience taking care of an elder loved one. We're now going to learn from an unexpected stroke at a relatively young age. Here we go. So the setup is, it's a couple days after I sign a teaching contract with full benefits. It's my first time working 40 hours or more, as all you teachers know, since I went out on medical leave 2 years prior. It's less than a year after we've returned from the Midwest for my husband's spinal surgery. It's the day after our mom's birthday. That's when another big medical issue occurs in our family. It's my brother, father of 2 teens. He had a stroke. Different family members make their way out there to where he lives. At the time, no one was sure if it was to encourage the patient or to possibly say goodbye. It was really bleak at that time. This chapter takes a different form. It's all poems. I don't claim to be a poet, but it's the way I process this event. So all you caregivers out there who need a way to de-stress or be creative while you're going through a tough journey, give it a try. Don't be afraid to explore different pathways. So here we go. It's a series of 3 poems. It's called Hospital Suite. The first one, titled, Oh, My Brother Jam. My friend the nurse tells me, go. She continues, you'll be there if he wakes up and you'll say hello. Or you'll be there to hold his hand and say goodbye. Then she gives me a hug along with some prayers. Now, off to the airport. Touchdown, now at his bedside. Strength, endurance, through the thicket. Kick it, those blues away. Don't allow them to stay. No way. Don't let them creep back into our souls. Our goal is to be on the bright side. Stroke, choke, no hope, but not true. Blue, the who of your eyes, similar to the skies. In the darkest hour, light will come. How are they so certain? Florence and her damn machine. She says it's always darkest before the dawn. I don't agree at all. I'm more of a Graham Parsons, Emmylou Harris stream. In my hour of darkness, in my time of need. We need so much. What are we hoping to receive? A reprieve from the reality of his stroke? The doubt needs to be left out. Then take a new turn, yearn, churn, but don't fade away. We still need to play. Just stay a little bit longer. Hey, do you know who I am? So what you can't answer to your name? You can just create a new identity. But don't forget your boys. They're not quite done yet with their youthful toys. Soon they'll be developing ploys to follow their dreams. I wonder what schemes they'll come up with. They'll have each other to lean on, to be strong and calm. Those wounds of the heart, the brain, you who love the Wizard of Oz. Are you switching characters on us? Who are you? The cute terrier? The ruby red slippered gal? Changed, estranged, pained. No lameness in the long run, please. Reach for kindness, then you'll know where to go. Follow the path. Envision the pieces of your life back together. The edges won't be perfect, but you'll be complete. Emulate who you want to be. Sound, ground, that boxer hound, awaiting the pound of your footsteps at home. Friski down the mountain, arriving to a fountain to drink. Get drenched, soak it up, embrace the drops. They'll never stop, whether you're here with us or out there, or spread everywhere. End of poem 1. Poem 2, entitled Move. Onto the plane, in the air, flying, traveling down to the unknown. I tell you, it never ends. Stroke, brain tumor, bad husband, bike accident. Friends' lives are forever moving backwards, forwards. A month and a half ago, we were wishing his eyes would move. Unfocused, blood blocking their pathways. Neurons not working. Movement, slight side to side. Then, one morning, nothing. No movement, no blinking, no reaction to light shine directly on his pupils. Move! We are screaming in our heads, our brains blood raging, our eyes frantically moving side to side, our brains shouting, what does this mean? Please, God, whoever is out there or inside there, ease that delicate gray matter back into place. Slide the interlocking anatomy into its puzzled formation. Reform your basal ganglia jello. Move your toe, your finger, your mouth. Get those synapses firing again. Return you back to who you are. Partner, dad, professional. Let's get a reunion of speech, movement, wholeness, self, completing the journey as your return to us. End of poem 2. We'll go into 3. Entitled The Birthday. In July, on the trail in Oregon, honoring his 5 birthday, celebrated a very different way this year. It's been 17 days since he said anything. 17 long days since I was by his side. At that point, we were laughing, celebrating with his partner that he woke up joking, had presence of mind after the trauma. 17 days since the nurse in California asked him, "What kind of dog do you have?" He replied, "Boxer." Then, nothing. Today along the trail, my friends and I saw a variety of dogs. I needed a change from the daily obsession of concern, thinking about what he enjoys. He enjoys hiking with his boyfriend, children, and dog, rather than the condition he's in at the moment. My friends and I embarked on a small jaunt. At the end, we heard that he said Rose at his birthday party, many thousands of miles away from Oregon, in his new temporary home. That was the end of the hospital suite poems. One more poem entitled Renew Our Lives as in Days of Old. Breathe in, breathe out. Just follow the rhythm of the machine. It's doing it all for both of us. I wiped a tear to see clearer. Was this him or me? 23 years later, on the opposite side of the country, but again in July. This time I'm on the other side of the hospital bed. Hashivenu, Hashivenu. It's almost like peering through the looking glass, but now I'm the wanderer, the worrier on this side of life. I instinctually reach for my neck, touching the faint scar. The machine's keeping him alive, but they didn't break into his throat. Me, the scars from the heart pump. Him, one forming on his head around the shunt. Brrr, the blood pressure cuff swells up. His face looks distraught. A stroke does that to you. The quiet stillness of the room, but it's not still at all. Adonai Elecha V'Nashuva. It felt weird to be staying overnight. Was he even aware that I was there? Well, certainly he wasn't conscious, I can tell you that. There was progress, then regress. Early in the day he spoke, but then retreated back into himself. The doctors didn't see this as a good sign. I was traveling back home soon. How could I take leave of this? I settled in with a pillow along with a blanket, trying to get comfy in the funky recliner. An unusual blue-green, muted to say the least. You know, the moment you get cozy, the chair moves to eject you. I really hate hospitals, in case you didn't know. For years, I tried to avoid them at all costs. I grieve for my past innocence, then endure my discomfort for the sake of those who are suffering in the moment. Oh, so where was I? Yes, in the recliner in his hospital room. Will I miss him call out, or will I miss him leaving this world? I'm exhausted but afraid of falling asleep. This routine was familiar, but this time it wasn't a stranger I was vigiling with. It was my brother, not a hospice patient. So, I'm attempting to get comfortable in this recliner, and my mind drifted. Advanced directives. They can be way too vague. But that little piece of paper was the only saving grace in this ordeal. It kept us grounded. Our North Star. 1, 2, 3. We all agreed, no brain surgery. The shunt was fine, but surgery in there, no way. My brother would rather roll the dice. Take the chance of losing. Stakes are high. It ain't no quiz show. Trying to block it out, the image of the CAT scans filled with blood. His CVA may leave him, but MIA, the surgery, would permanently alter his brain. Who were we kidding? Not that this wouldn't, but brain surgery was different. I'm thinking of me all those years ago. There was fights outside the door. Fiancé and family weren't on the same page. Advance what? Those words weren't in our vernacular at that time, all those years ago. The assumption was I wasn't going to pull through, so there's no decision to make. Neshama, Hebrew for the soul. Can spirits on different planes meet somewhere to comfort each other? Even though there are crucifixes in every room of this hospital, the chaplain had the nurse deliver candlesticks. It's the Sabbath after all. Hadesh, Hadesh, Yamenu, Kikidem. Just like with me, the doctors, nurses, along with the rest of the team are doing their best to keep him on track. A nice euphemism. The room dim, so many personnel would come in, check necessities, and they'd open his eyelids. Absolutely no reaction. To light, to touch, to sound. Nothing. Hold your breath, no tears allowed, nothing negative permitted in this space. Keep the positive energy flowing. No bad vibes. They're not conducive to healing. It's bargaining time. Take out those talismans of yours. Rabbit's feet, lucky charms, horseshoes, stones, whatever. Keep chanting until exhausted. Get down on your knees and pray if you worship that way. My passion must have exhausted me. I felt like I was dreaming. I see my brother, an apparition, It was like one of those friendly ghost movies. Casper was watching over me, but it wasn't the cute little cartoon phantom. It was my older brother. He appeared so peaceful. There was no equipment attached, yet he's wearing the stupid hospital gown. If this was a vision, couldn't he have at least changed his clothes? He certainly was able to leave his tubes behind. Mind you, this happened so quickly, I recall the serene look on his face, then a smile. I woke up with a start. The recliner spit me out. Sure, this was a sign that he was taking the exit to the next phase in time. I was waiting to hear the horrible flatline, but no. There was just this hum and hiss of machinery. I glance over to the bed, still frightened. I see him lying in the damn hospital bed. But he was alive. Years ago, I remember leaving my body when I was on life support. I guess we have this in common now, too. To me, the visit was a message. Don't worry. I'll look after you for a little bit as you look after me. We're kin. Now we're kindred spirits. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we're going to see you next time with what you should have learned. Take care for the day.